Welcome to the Marketing Revolution podcast. This is the underground movement of savage marketers from all over the world. We are not Fortune 500 companies. We are real entrepreneurs with real businesses that have one major thing in mind: to set goals and devour them daily. Because we understand that everyone wants to eat, but only savage marketers are willing to do the hunt. Now let's get this revolution started. Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Marketing Revolution podcast. Coming to you today, again, live on the John Hiley /success Facebook page. Check it out. Get on over there. I am going to be doing quite a bit of live podcast over here. And I'm double recording right now because I did not like the audio quality on the last one. Because what I did was I actually went directly through Facebook and downloaded off of Facebook, which is typically not the best thing to do. So I'm going to try to do like a dual recording where I'll record the audio separately. So I'm going to see how that works out. As a marketer, you're always trying to improve. You're always trying to do things better. And that literally kind of gets me into the subject that we're talking about here on the podcast. And it's like money and how do I feel about it? Why does money matter to me, or exactly how do I feel about it? I think that's the key, because everybody, I even hear people sometimes, they come to me and they say, I actually had an employee years ago that he's doing really good now, but he had this notion that he had to become a better person to make more money. And excuse me, I'm drinking coffee as well while I'm talking here, so I figured that might slow me down a little bit. I know some of you guys say that I tend to get off of my marketing rants, man. I'm talking fast, man, and I know, but I that's just how I roll. That's how it comes out, and that's how it feels natural. So bear with me there on that. But money and what it means to me, and I actually had an employee before he came to me and he said, "Man, I'm gonna like do better, because I want my karma to get right so I can make more money," and there's a huge problem with that, man. Like, number one, that's honestly and I know he had no intent of looking at it this way. It's like an immoral way of looking at things. Because literally, if you think that by making your actions or becoming a better person is going to bring you more money, that really is kind of like a hidden agenda behind just becoming a good person in general. Just to be a fucking good person, you have to get paid for it, right? So it's literally like kind of like your parents, you know what I mean? Like paying you to get good grades and stuff like that. Like, life really doesn't work that way. Like, the real world really doesn't work that way. I'll give you an example. I mean, there's people that make plenty of money that do bad shit. I mean, there's people that are in the mafia. There's people that run gangs. There's people that, there's cartels in Mexico, here in America, South America, that make a ton of money by killing people, extorting people, stuff like that. There's other people that make a ton of money doing good things, right? So literally, I'm sure that, gosh, if I can think of one, I don't know, the pastors, the preachers out there, the people that are, bringing great things to the world, the people that are innovative, the people that are innovating the world, the people that are, bringing things to third world countries. I mean, and above and beyond that, just the people that are serving you in your neighborhood in general is a fucking good thing. You know what I mean? The guy who makes the best burger down the road is making the world a better place for me. So in that regard, I mean, there's people out there that are doing good things and making money, and there's people out there that are doing bad things and are making money. So it gets to what's the principle behind making money then? What is it? Right? There's people making porn and making money, right? Some people would say that's good or bad, whatever you're into. I don't care. You know what I mean? But look, you cannot look at it that way, right? Like, literally, money is a separate set of principles than why you should be a good person. You should be a good person, man, just because it makes you fucking feel good inside. You should be a good person because you're helping people. You're doing, you're making somebody else's life better, right? So that's the reward. You're giving yourself to the world and you're helping other people. That's why you become a good person. To do it for money is a little bit shallow. You know what I mean? But in that regard, I mean, money is the ultimate equalizer, because it literally tells you whether your product or your service is actually bringing any benefit to the world, right? Because nobody's going to pay for it
if it doesn't bring benefit to the world. And regardless, and that doesn't say if you're a good person. I mean, a crack dealer just has something that somebody wants. That does not mean that you're a good person. The bottom line is it goes back to like one of the oldest principles, and it's literally, I have a chicken and you have a cow. I have a shit ton of eggs, and you have a shit ton of milk. And me and you trade. I trade you some of my eggs for some of your milk, and we both live a better life. Money is only a mutual benefit. It's the only value that it has. The only reason anybody will give you their money is because you have something of value in return. Now, that doesn't have to be good, or and it doesn't have to be bad. It could be either or. Like literally, that's the science behind money, right? And so many people complicate this shit so much, and it just drives me crazy. Like so many people say, you sit down and you'll stare at these pictures of a mansion, you'll stare at these pictures of a car that you want, and then all of a sudden money's just gonna fall out of the sky and hit you on your lap, and you're gonna be making money. No. So you got it all wrong. The reason why, and I've got a vision board, I'm looking over at it right now. The reason why you have a vision board is to literally look at it and understand like your end goal, okay? So it's very, very simple. It's a very, very simple thing. Like literally what you're doing when you actually look at a vision board is you are persuading yourself to do the things needed to make the money to get the product or to get whatever you're looking at, right? You're literally looking at the end result. I mean, literally, there's two factors that actually motivate and move humans to do things and to get things done. And that's literally you're either moving towards pleasure or away from pain. So when you have a vision board and you look at that, you're identifying your end outcome, which is pleasurable, to the painful things that you're probably doing today to make the money. So you're anchoring your mind to something that's pleasurable rather than something that's may not be so pleasurable. I don't know. I mean, I tell you guys now, I mean, I got a team that surrounds me, but I don't I'm still doing things I don't like to do. And people that say that they don't, that's just a bunch of bullshit, man. Like you're always going to be doing things sometimes like the things that I love to do, I just don't like to do them on certain days because I don't want to fucking get up and do anything. You know what I mean? I want to crawl in a hole and die some days. That's nature. That's natural, right? But if I go look at my vision board, maybe that'll give me the motivation to keep going to make the money because I'm starting to tie pleasure in with my work. Okay. So, but literally, guys, here's what I want you to think about this. I mean, money to me is just a reward certificate. So literally, if I do something good or if I bring something good to my clients and customers, I get rewarded by that, by them giving me money for it. And that's it, man. I mean, it has nothing to do, I would go to the sense to say that like a transaction with money is something of a higher nature, like it's a higher nature of trust, right? So when people give you money, they already know, like, and trust you. So there's definitely some important things that you have to do to get money. But the bottom line is, if you spend, here's the bottom line of it all. If you spend the time that you have during the day focusing on how to give your clients and customers the absolute best product that you can possibly put together for them, and you keep your eye on them, like fuck the money. You know what I mean? Like the money's is in the back of the cart, man. Like literally the front of the cart and the horse and everything that's up front is what's going to drive you to get that money, and that's literally bringing people something that they want. But again, it doesn't have to be good. It could be bad. I mean, like I said, there's people that are making millions of dollars off of crack, heroin. I mean, money doesn't fall in line with, you know what I mean, whether you're a good person or a bad person. I would encourage you to be a good person. Like I personally know, I grew up with people that sold crack. You know what I mean? They're not living a happy life, man. They're living a paranoid life. They're living a shitty life, man, to deal every day with what they've got to deal with when they know that they're like literally, getting people to become addicted to a drug. Like they know what they're doing, but they're doing it for the money, So that being said, I mean, you think about your product and your service first, what you're giving, what you're delivering to the world. Keep your eye on that. And I'm going to go as far to say, if you really want to do well in that arena, don't be the cheapest person out there. You know what I mean? Don't be the person that's like the absolute cheapest. That's probably going to be the worst thing that you do, because you're going to surround yourself with people that will leave you for a dime. Literally, people that are just waiting for the opportunity to leave you for somebody that'll undercut you for 10 cents. You're surrounding yourself with people that have no loyalty, okay? That have no loyalty to what you purchase. You're not going to be able to build loyalty with a bunch of price shoppers, all right? So just keep that in mind. Them are some of the principles, some of the ways that I personally feel about money. But to me, it's literally an affirmation. Like, if I bring something good, something amazing, and drop something fucking awesome onto the world, and people give me money, there's nothing more exciting. And then when people compliment about it, and then when people go tell others and tag me on social media posts, letting me know that we just had a guy recently say that one of my educational courses was one of the best things that he ever done, the best investment that he ever made. And that makes me happy, because not only did that affect me in that transaction, but it infected him to the point where he can do much better for his family, for his life, and he can live a better life because of that. And the bottom line is, what money means for me is creating something that I can deliver into the world that gives people the opportunity to live a better life because they interacted with me personally. And I truly believe that if you go back to when you talk about, shine your light up on the world, I believe that's the light that everybody shines on the world. And I get a lot of people that ask me, they say, John, well, man, I just don't know where I should start. Like, I don't know how to start making money. Like, I don't know, like, where do I start? Like, what do I do? Well, look, it's a series of things, a series of missions, right? And if you don't have the very, very first thing that you need to do, or the first product, or whatever it is you need to deliver or put into the world or get into the world, if you don't have that figured out, then your first mission is to figure that fucking shit out. To get out there and figure that shit out. That's your first mission. Spend every day, man, I don't care, what all your spare time to figure out what the hell you're going to bring to the world, all right? And look, don't expect that this might not fail, man. Like, literally, it's one of them things, man, where failures are designed to be learning experiences. They say like 90% of first-time businesses fail, but only like 10% of second-time businesses fail. That's because the people that come at it again, they've learned something. You got to learn from your mistakes. And the only way you can learn from your mistakes is to make mistakes. And when you get into business, you're going to make mistakes. Bottom line. I mean, if I can encourage you to do anything about it, is to consult with people that could help you not make them mistakes. And now I'm not talking about that bullshit general business coach. You know what I mean? Because I think that's the biggest bullshit on planet Earth. I'm talking about somebody specifically that can help you get where they are or where they've been. All right. So I don't get any kind of advice from anybody unless they are where or have been where I want to be. It just makes no sense to do it any way else. Like, why allow some general business coach to coach you when a lot of times they've never even been there? And on top of that, I'm seeing that it's a phenomenon that's going on in this world right now. I know I'm talking about money. I'm going off on a little rant, but the phenomenon is that we got all these people that are fucking business coaches, ain't never even ran a successful business. Look, man, if you can't run a successful business, you can't be a fucking business coach. And anybody who buys from you is stupid. Period. You know what I mean? Like, it's all this theory shit. I was talking to one of my wife's cousins one time, and he worked on campus, and he was in a business program on campus. And the problem was there was nobody in there that ever started a business. From the professor all the way down to all the students, they studied the theory of business, all right? The theory of business. I'm going to go back to a Napoleon Hill quote, man. An ounce of action is worth a ton of theory. All right. So they could give you 1,000 pounds of theory, and I could show you how to make 1 ounce of action. Well, I'm not going to. I really don't do the consulting, but 1 ounce of action is worth a ton of theory. So if you want to go study from people that know the fucking theory of business, go ahead. All right, it's going to take you 10 years to get 1 month worth of real world results, you know? So that's what's up, you guys. That's what I feel about money. And so anyhow, I'm going to jump off here. I'm trying to make these little podcasts kind of short, but I'm going to keep dropping them here on the page. I haven't really started advertising them yet. But they are going to be released on the Marketing Revolution podcast. You can check it out on iTunes and Stitcher. We're also going to have other shows that you're not going to see on this page. You're going to hear on this page. I got shows with me and the wife. We like to sit down and talk about some marketing stuff. And I encourage you, if you're in business with your wife or your significant other, check them out. I mean, it's kind of cool, you know, to get a woman's perspective with me as well. And you guys will love her. But anyhow, y'all, that's what it's about. That's the way I feel about money. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm John Hiley. I am an entrepreneur. I own educational companies. I own, I manufacture tools. I sell services. I've been in just about every facet, you know what I mean, of business, from service all the way to education in the automotive industry, tool making. We have several different podcasts we've learned how to monetize with. We have events that are $2,500 a ticket, marketing events, and we've sold out the last 3. So we were in San Diego, we were in Arlington, Texas, and we were just right here in Dayton, Ohio, just this last October. I am the creator of a charity called the Dents for Kids, where we give away, take out dents and give away gifts to children. So hey, I appreciate it, Cameron. Appreciate it, my man. So thanks for tuning in here. And you guys, I appreciate you. Be on the lookout. I'm going to keep dropping these podcasts here on Facebook. And again, the Marketing Revolution podcast on iTunes and Stitcher. I'm getting ready to blow it up. And if you guys didn't know, me and Waspy Simone, I'm probably going to butcher his last name. I don't think he'd get this far in the podcast anyway. Waspy's he's kind of like me, man. He's got shiny object syndrome. But we're also going to be creating the Tactical Mentor podcast. That's going to be coming out here really, really soon. And that's me and Waspy. He's the owner of a place called JD Legends, where they bring in rock stars. They bring in rappers. I just met Aaron Lewis there not too long ago. Possibly there's going to be a Ted Nugent coming down. Dude, he's off the hook. He's an entrepreneur just like myself. We respect each other because we're both in the field doing it day in and day out. And there's not going to be no bullshit on this thing, man. Like, you're going to get like real entrepreneurs who are going to give you real results. And truly, this is my way to give back, because I feel that I've been blessed. And I hope to help you guys move forward. All right. So everybody, appreciate you. And I'm going to see you on that next one.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to the Marketing Revolution podcast. If you know somebody that needs this message, please share it with them. Please write us a 5-star review on iTunes or Stitcher. And remember, everybody wants to eat, but only savage marketers are willing to do the hunt. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.